Hello, we are discussing about GATE 1998 ECE paper, and this question is related to analog circuits. The F tau of a BJT is related to its GM, C pi and C mu as follows. GM is transconductance, C pi, C mu are going to be internal junction capacitances of BJT. So the equation for F tau, the right answer for this question is D. F tau is equal to Gm by 2 pi times of C pi plus C mu. So first we will discuss some theory about this one. Okay. So F tau is going to be called as unity gain bandwidth product. Unity gain bandwidth product. So here gain implies nothing but it is not voltage gain, this will be current gain. Remember that one. F tau is unity gain bandwidth product of CE amplifier especially, and for that one the gain is nothing but here current gain, not voltage gain. Okay, why it is like this? We know that when gain is maximum for a CE amplifier at mid frequencies. So at mid frequencies circuit is resistive. Circuit will become resistive because every BJT amplifier will be consisting of two types of capacitors. One is microfarad capacitors, the other is picofarad capacitors. Microfarad capacitors are external capacitors, picofarad capacitors are internal capacitances. And microfarad capacitors act as short circuit at mid frequency and picofarad capacitors act as open circuit at mid frequency. So the circuit will become resistive where we are going to get maximum gain. So at mid frequencies voltage gain AV is equal to AI times of RL dash divided by RI dash. RL dash is nothing but effective load impedance, RI dash is nothing but effective input impedance. AI is current gain at mid frequencies, AV is voltage gain at mid frequencies. The value of AI is going to be at most, it's going to be equal to minus HFE times of RL dash divided by RI dash. But this is at mid frequencies. At high frequencies, okay, RL dash effective load impedance will get changes, effective input impedance will get changes because of parasitic junction capacitances, which are also called as internal junction capacitances, and HFE also gets changes. Okay, so whatever the current gain AI, you may get the maximum at mid frequencies, that is also frequency dependent because of parasitic internal capacitances which are going to be existing at the junctions. So if you are looking at this one, this is BJT symbol, and we know that one it is going to be a base and it is collector and it is emitter. It's going to be called as collector base junction JC, where we are going to get CB dash C is going to be internal capacitance, and this is JE. It is JC. JE emitter base junction, where we are going to get internal capacitance as CB dash E. CB dash E is going to be diffusion capacitance, and CB dash C is nothing but transition or depletion capacitance. Because for a BJT to act as amplifier, it must be in active region. Active region is nothing but emitter base junction forward bias, collector base junction reverse bias. Collector base junction reverse bias is nothing but under reverse bias at high frequencies there is a transition capacitance dominates. Under forward bias at high frequencies diffusion capacitance dominates. So these two, even though they are junctions, they will behave as capacitor. Capacitance effect will be present at high frequencies. These two are going to be called as internal capacitances. So CB dash C is also indicated as CC, it is also indicated as C mu, whereas CB dash E is indicated as CE, which is also indicated as C pi. Okay, now what is meant by this F tau? Okay, since voltage gain is going to be directly depends on effective load impedance and current gain AI, so here first we will see AI, how it is going to be changes with frequency. From that one we will define this F tau. Okay, so let us assume common emitter amplifier. For that one we are going with a gain versus frequency. that is frequency response, and this is AI. Gain is going to be maximum at zero frequency and at mid frequencies. Okay, that maximum value is nothing but HFE. Actually it is minus HFE, but we are taking it as magnitude, so we are writing it as HFE. And this will be constant up to certain frequencies, and afterwards it will become reducing, and it may become zero also. Okay, so at which point the current gain is going to be reducing towards, at which point current gain is reducing to 1 by root 2 times of its maximum value. This is the point, okay, where the value is nothing but 0.707 HFE, that is 1 by root 2 times of HFE. If you are representing in decibels, 0.707 is nothing but minus 3 decibels. So the difference between the maximum and this line is going to be of 3 dB. That's why this frequency is going to be indicated as 3 dB cutoff frequency, and it is at the higher frequency side, so it is upper cutoff frequency, and specially it is indicated as F beta. F beta is nothing but cutoff frequency at which current gain will become 1 by root 2 times of its maximum value. So this F beta, so this is also treated as bandwidth of CE amplifier. This is also treated as bandwidth of CE amplifier. Bandwidth is nothing but upper cutoff frequency minus lower cutoff frequency. Upper cutoff frequency is F beta, lower cutoff frequency starts from 0. So F beta minus 0 is nothing but F beta itself. So bandwidth of CE amplifier with respect to current gain is going to be equal to F beta. And if you allow the current gain to reduce, at one point the current gain may become unity also, at which the current gain may become 1 also. So A will be 1 at one frequency. That frequency is going to be treated as F tau. This frequency is going to be treated as F tau. F tau is the frequency at which current gain of short circuit current gain, that too short circuit current gain of CE amplifier will become equal to 1. Okay, so F tau is the frequency at which AI, okay, that is short circuit current gain, will be equal to 1. So if you are going with gain bandwidth product with respect to this frequency response curve, gain is nothing but AI, okay, and bandwidth is nothing but this one, product, okay, multiplication. So this is going to be treated as 1 into, whenever gain is equal to 1, the bandwidth is nothing but F tau minus 0. So this is going to be treated as F tau. 1 into F tau is nothing but F tau. So since it is gain is unity, we can call it as unity gain bandwidth product is nothing but F tau. F tau is going to be called as unity gain bandwidth product of short circuit common emitter amplifier at high frequencies. And the relation between transconductance Gm and C pi C mu is going to be indicated as F tau is equal to Gm by 2 pi times of C pi plus C mu. So this is a relation, we are not deriving this one, okay, F tau, and the relation between F tau and F beta is also very important. F tau is equal to HFE times of F beta. These are going to be two important points to be remembered. F tau is nothing but unity gain bandwidth product at which short circuit current gain of common emitter amplifier will become unity. F beta is the cutoff frequency at which short circuit current gain of CE amplifier will become 70.7% of its maximum value, or we can say 1 by root 2 times of its maximum value. Relation between F tau and F beta is nothing but F beta is equal to HFE times of FB. F tau is equal to HFE times of F beta. Right answer for this question is D. Thank you.